You're late.
Well, only by a minute.
If you're a minute late for heaven, do you think God will still let you in? I told him to get his hair cut.
Well...
What is that?
It's my birthday present.
Take it off. We're going to a funeral. Hoake tatou!
Give me the time.
Okay. No one will see it.
God might. Look at us, the plotters!
Over there! Mahanas! Go faster!
This is nuts. We're racing to a funeral? What's the hurry?
The sharing contract. Rupen Porter thinks he can get in there ahead of us.
You old bastard.
You fools are gonna get us killed!
Idiots!
Look at Simeon's girlfriend!
No, she's not.
What did talk to?
Mr. Collins, our sympathies from the Mahana family. Your father was a great man. He respected the traditions, as I know you will.
Before he says anything, I want to talk to you about the shearing contract.
Our contract remains the same, correct? The contract I signed with your father.
Yes. Yes. Everything stays the same.
You couldn't even wait till the old fella was dead and buried.
He only wanted to work with the best shearers.
Ko wait it all. Now why you
Gentlemen,
want to
welcome. You'll remember this as a house of God.
Built with Mahana hands.
on Puata land. Out of my whānau.
Please be seated. I call on one of our most respected citizens from the Māori community, Tamihana Mahana, to say a few words.
Tēnā tātou, uri no tēnei wharekarakia. E mihi kauana ki o tātou hoa, e noho tahi nei, Māori me Pākehā hoki. I remember when we all started out here, clearing the land for grazing was hard. Hard making a living. Tough for Pākehā and Māori alike. But if you work for old Collins here, he always did right by you. Pound of butter a week, jam without bread, and payment in straight cash when the last sheep was counted out. Hard. This country is great because of men like old Collins. Hard-working man of God, whose word was his bond. God bless his family. God bless his lands. Mai mai te rangatira. Mai mai.
Thank you. I'd now like to call upon the esteemed chairman of the Gisborne Chamber of Commerce.
I'm bloody starving.
Simeon, say grace.
Well, like grandfather always says, it's tough being Māori. So just as well we have God to look after us. Bless Mohi for getting out of jail again. And bless the judge for releasing him again. Bless Lloyd for getting better from appendicitis. And bless Collins for renewing the sharing contract, even though we have too much work already. Amen.
Amen. There's no such thing as too much work, Simeon. A lot of people going hungry out there. Be grateful you're not one of them.
I don't know why he can't keep his mouth shut. The other kids aren't like that.
He's a teenager. Don't you remember what that was like?
Joshua, I was always respectful. I knew my place. Simeon is just a smara.
Darling, look, no good arguing about it. I agree with you.
Simeon will be all right.
His father's too soft on him. It's a hard world out there.
Joshua's got a handle on it. It's not the same world you grew up in.
No. It's not. Mahana 1 started Wilkinson's. Mahana 3 worked the Valley Farms. Mahana 2, you're up at Collins.
Right.
Bunny. You stay at home with your aunties, Gloria. You too, Simeon.
But they're a man short. They need me on the sharing team.
You're not a man yet.
Yeah.
It's your grandfather's decision.
Remember who you are and do what he says.
Right.
Simeon! Got an hour before the school bus. Chop some firewood, clear out all the fireplaces, and light the fire in the front room.
Yes, grandfather.
Simeon, bus is coming!
Good morning, Patatahi. Okay, listen carefully. A family is a tyranny ruled over by its weakest member. Now, who said that?
George Bernard Shaw.
Very good, thank you, Simeon.
Swat.
Poppy, what do you think Shaw meant by that? Anyone? Takaha, yes.
Little ones always get their own way.
Okay, good. Yeah. Anything else?
Harry's got a little one.
Right, settle down. Settle down. Come on, other kinds of weakness. Physical, moral, intellectual. Now, he didn't just mean the youngest. Other kinds of weakness. No? All right? Other kinds of strengths then. Simeon?
Well, strength doesn't have to be physical. A small person can have a strong personality. Look at Hitler.
Good. Very good. Okay. Shaw was a man who expressed his views in very plain-spoken language.
Homai tēnā. Homai. Kei Wanganui. Let the axe do the work. Yep. Kei Akwe. When you finish that, clean the cow shed.
Yes, grandfather.
finish that, the generator needs diesel.
Yes, grandfather. Yes, grandfather. Yes, grandfather.
That's it, darling. Butter it nice and thick while the boys are away.
Thank you, Simeon.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Now stop feeling sorry for yourself. Grandfather's only trying to toughen you up.
No, he's not.
Maybe if you let one of us cut your hair.
Cut your own hair, auntie.
Hey, don't speak back to your elders. And while we're at it, stop sniffing around that Puata girl.
She's on the bus every morning. What am I supposed to do? Wear a blindfold?
Ignore her. We all know what those Puatas are like.
Rupini was good enough for grandmother.
What are you talking about?
Her and Rupini Puata in the old days.
Are you mad? Grandmother wouldn't have anything to do with that old toad face.
They had their photo taken.
Simeon.
Is that grandmother?
Faith. Gloria. All you kids out of the room. Where did you find this?
In grandmother's desk when I was cleaning.
Well, you've no business. It's private.
Well, if it's private, why are they posing?
I'll tell you why. Grandmother was promised to Rupini, but she couldn't stand him. That's why she's not smiling in the photo.
No one smiles in old photos.
Grandfather loved her more than Rupini. He stole her away on her wedding day.
Yeah, he rode past the church on his horse and snatched her right from under Rupini's nose.
Aira.
Koia.
And how come Mum and Dad never told me this?
Oh, it's women's business. Why do you need to know?
It's family history. It's the reason why those Puatas hate us. Let me see that photo again.
It's not yours to look at.
But I'm the one who found it.
Stop making a nuisance of yourself. Go and have a wash. Heidi.
Did you hear all that, grandmother?
Some of it.
Is it true? About grandfather snatching you away on a horse?
People exaggerate.
So what's the truth?
The truth is, men fight for what they want. They always have, and they always will. That's the way of the world, Simeon.
And what did you want?
Akatiaki.
What took you so long? When you get back from school, I've marked the sheep for butchering.
Yes, grandfather.
E ho a ngā mano whakapainga nei kai he o ngā moho mā te tina na wairua ki a. What are you waiting for? Christmas? Make it quick so the sheep won't suffer.
I can manage.
Here. Bloody young people think life is cowboy movies and magazines. Think you can live without working, eat without killing.
I said I can manage.
Skin it, gut it, take it up to your father's crew.
But that's an 8-hour ride.
Back by sundown tomorrow.
I can stay out here and help them.
Back by tomorrow.
I want to come with you.
You can't. Grandfather won't allow it.
What does everyone have to do what Grandfather says?
Same reason you have to do what I say.
Simeon!
Hey, Mum.
What are you doing here?
Brought some fresh meat. Butchered 12 hours ago.
Oh, you didn't need to do that. The farmer gives us meat.
And Grandfather didn't know that?
Put it in the meat safe.
Going to go feeding you this time? What about...
How can you face me after what you've done? You shattered my dreams one by one.
Good.
We broke each down in It was you who lied with me to say.
Remember, a full comb slower is better than a half comb faster.
We'll save our lives one by one.
Set your bottom teeth on the skin. Breathe. Breathe. Good. Relax. Good. Good. Keep going.
Don't all memories make you long
Minute 30.
for daylight?
135. Very good. Very good. You're a natural, son. Breakfast! Someone give me the telly book.
Should have seen up at the last farm. Oh, the wool up there was full of bitty bit. And then we had 3 days of rain. But we're up to about 900 a day now, so be good to have another share on deck, Simeon. There's a stand with your name on it.
Oh, I can't stay. Grandfather wants me back by sundown.
Today? Why?
No reason. As usual.
Hanei, e kai mā. Kia ngā tai koe te hoki.
Hey, Simeon. How's Miriam?
She's good.
Give her this. Tell her, koe nei taku tohu aroha, kia koe.
She knows you love her, honey. It isn't her you have to convince.
Just give her the envelope, eh?
Simeon? There. All set. Have fun.
Sure, Mum. I'm having a ball there.
It is an honor to stay with your people and look after them.
That's rubbish. And you know it. Truth is, we're slaves to him. Miriam and Punny, because he won't let them marry. You and Dad, because he won't give you any land of your own.
Simeon, when your grandfather came here, he had nothing. Nothing. He stood up to the porters, he bought that land on the hill, and he built a home for us. You'd prefer that we were on our own, begging for work in the cities. Have me doing Pākehā laundry while your father digs roads.
That wouldn't happen.
Why wouldn't it? He is toughest on the kids that he believes in, the ones that actually might amount to something. Nah. Haramai. We'll be home in a week, and everything will be just as it always was.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Where does it all come from? You think that's a lot? You want to see when the shearers bring their dirty clothes in?
Hey, Simeon. Want to swap?
Hardly. What are you even doing here, Miriam?
Well, where else would I go?
Marry Punny and get out of here. You're the only reason he hangs around here.
Well, Grandfather won't allow it.
What's that got to do with him? He's playing with you. He does it with all of us. And what I can't work out is why everyone just sits back and takes it.
Simeon, leave Miriam alone. She's got work to do. So do you.
The young ones want to go to the cinema tomorrow night.
See what?
A Western. So they can go?
If they want to waste their money on make-believe.
They're young, Mahana. They're entitled to a little joy in their lives.
How about the old ones? Are we entitled?
There is a long...
Just give up, Simeon. You're never going to be handsome.
Stay out of trouble. Look after your sisters. Right, come on. Off you go. Cup idea?
New Zealand, 138 for 3.
That's lovely.
There's a legend and there's a rumor. When you take the 310 to Yuma, you can see the ghosts of outlaws go riding.
Oh, I love Fantasy.
In the sky.
The rest of us will follow with the prisoner in the coach. Do I have 2 volunteers?
We got to know what we're getting ourselves into.
Sure. Might not be safe. Safe? Who knows what's safe? I know a man dropped dead from looking at his wife. My own grandmother fought the Indians for 60 years, then choked to death on lemon pie.
I'll hold the shotgun for you if you like.
Look, Wade, I don't have anything against you personally. You know, I'm just doing this for the money.
I know.
But I want you to understand one thing. If you start across this 8 feet between us, I'm gonna pull both triggers at once.
Patutahi, today is the day we get to witness the New Zealand justice system in action in a courtroom. We're going to start in the chambers and then head through to the courthouse, which should be still in session. Now, it's important if you get to meet the judge, you should be referred to as Your Honour. Everyone got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Card conversion?
Reckless use of a motor vehicle.
Mr. Mackenzie.
Morning.
Good morning, children.
Good morning,
His Honour's already seen about 20 cases this morning. You'll only be able to witness 3 or 4, but it'll give you an idea. And just remember, if you will, no Maori is to be spoken in the courtroom or chambers. If you'll come through now.
Keep to the side.
Your Honour.
Okay, take a seat. Okay, down the back.
Call Tangaroa Ropata.
The salient facts are before Your Honour. The defendant swore at his employer and has been charged with verbal assault.
How do you plead?
The defendant pleads guilty, Your Honour.
Fine, £20.
Step down. Call Jonah Watu. Charged with attempt to defraud, Your Honour.
The accused offered to sell a stretch of tribal land to which he was not the owner.
How do you plead?
The defendant pleads guilty, Your Honour.
Term of imprisonment, 1 year.
Remove the defendant. Call Mahiri Poata.
The accused is charged with damage to property and endangering life at a public place. He rode his horse into a crowded cinema. Circumstances were as follows.
Yes, I am aware of the circumstances. How do you plead?
The defendant pleads guilty, Your Honour.
As this is the second serious offence in 6 months, I am disinclined to leniency, and therefore am handing down the maximum penalty available to me. 2 years imprisonment.
Order. Order. Any more of this and I'll have the constable clear the court. Remove the defendant.
As it is 1 o'clock, that brings to an end this morning's session. We will resume at 2 p.m. prompt.
Excuse me, Your Honour. Before the court adjourns, the class of Patatahi's senior school wish to thank you for the opportunity to briefly witness the justice system. One of our students, Simeon Mahana, will give a vote of thanks.
Your Honour, I did prepare a speech of thanks. but instead I have a question. If no one can speak Māori here, how can we Māori possibly defend ourselves? Mihaere Poata rode his horse into the cinema. By all means, make him clean his mess up. But to take 2 years away from a young man's life, that may be the rule of law, but it cannot be called justice. And with respect, it does this court no honour, Your Honour. Thank you.
Thank you. Court is adjourned.
All right.
Sorry, Mr. Mackenzie.
Never apologise, son. It's a sign of weakness. Who do you reckon said that?
John Steinbeck.
John Wayne, in the Red River. You spoke your mind, son. I'm proud of you. Right, the bus.
Simeon Mahana. You spoke well today. You spoke on behalf of all of us. Kia kaha.
Lord, bless this meal. Bless the hands that prepared it. Don't let us forget who our friends are, nor who are our enemies. Amen.
Amen.
Before we eat, I just want to say to the young people of this whānau that you will no longer be attending the Patutahi cinema.
Why?
Because it's unwholesome.
What about religious films?
Whakahihi, Simeon. There's no such thing as religious films.
Solomon and Sheba? The Robe? The Ten Commandments?
Simeon! Those are just an excuse to show naked flesh.
Well, if you've never seen them before, then how could you possibly...
The boy needs disciplining. We'll start with a haircut. Where are the shears?
Mahana.
The shears, they're in the barn, are they? Walk out of the barn! You think all that book learning is more important than what you learn here? I'll teach you what respect means. The same way my uncles taught me. Get this girl off me!
Mahana!
Out of my way, Joshua! No!
Kai hia te wai.
Watch his head, watch his head. Okay, come on, give him some space. Keep the kids
Quiet,
out, keep the kids
quiet.
outside.
Get away! Get away. You hit me.
Aroha mai e pa. Forgive me.
You and your family are banished from my land. I know what I'm saying. Shut up, all of you! Joshua and his family are banished from my land. And when I die, you will get nothing from me. Quina, otiats!
Let me speak to him. Go back to your own house.
He has no house, listen! That house he was living in is mine. No kutawhare. And I'm taking it back.
Well, then I'll give them mine. My land and my house I give to Joshua, Huria, and their children.
I forbid this.
You can't, Tamehana. Even your power has its limits.
Allez.
I'll go get some tarpaulins and we can camp inside until it's all fixed up. So, you girls, come help me. Nothing to make.
I'm sorry, Mum. I thought it was just me against him. I never thought he'd take it out on all of us.
Well, now you know.
There it is.
Look, it's Nanny.
What's she doing?
She's saying goodbye to her bees.
Gloria!
Nanny, what are you telling me?
I'm promising them that you won't cut the meadow flowers. And in return, you're telling me they'll give you the sweetest honey in the world. You hungry?
Yep.
Kapai, I made you a parawa.
Grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
I saw a man here once, outside the house at night. I think it was Rupini Puata.
Leave it, Joshua. We can always get water at the river.
Okay, darling.
Abi Mum?
Ai. Ke konai? Ai.
Son? Yeah? Keep all those nails. We need every scrap.
Okay, Dad.
You fellas need some help?
Aye.
I can't stay too long. Your grandfather would he kill me if he knew I was here. Anyway, what are you up to?
Māku e whakapai tō tātou kai, e te matua nui i te rangi. Whakapai ngie nei kai e ranga mō mātou tinana wairua hoki. Nā au hoki te ranga tiratanga me te karaoria. Amen.
Amen.
So, Bunny, you've made your choice, I hear. Your choice of where to live. You're working with Joshua now.
Well, no, he just dropped by with some tools to help him out.
What about you, Miriam? Do you want to live in a shed with a man who's got no job, nowhere to live? Because he's not staying here anymore.
Mahana, stop it.
Your decision.
Well, then we'll live in a shed.
Look, Mum.
Give me your hands, I'll warm them with only the light of your smile. Give me your hands, cold and shaky. I'll have them red with delight in a while. Leave all your blues, let me break through, and we can
She'll be company for you.
Still 2 extra mouths to feed. 3 more at this rate. I'm not having 4.
Joshua? Girls, get up!
Honey, Simeon, up in my...
Miriam!
Honey, yep. Go get the tarpaulin.
Girls, upstairs. Look after your sister.
And the ropes. Yep.
Quickly.
Come get it, boy.
Get back, Gloria. What are you doing, Captain?
I'm taking his shoe off before it swells up. They told us in first aid.
Don't touch it, you'll make it worse. Honey, give me some scissors.
We need to get him to the doctors.
No, have you seen the river? There's no way we'll get a car through there.
Run and get your grandfather.
Nicole! He won't come.
Just ask him. Go! Miriam, give me some boiling water. Hope, find me a clean towel. Captain!
Wait there. Who's there?
Did he come?
Can I come in?
Girls upstairs, Captain. What is that?
It's called a Thomas splint. Caesar got it when he broke his leg at the rugby. You should have taken his boot off. Lift up his leg. And we've got to slide this all the way up to his thigh, all the way up as far as you can go. Okay. Get him something to bite on. Okay. Ready? Quick, quick! Tie the straps off! Tie that strap off! You tie this one off. Okay. Good boy. Okay. Loosen the straps if his leg goes numb. Keep the wound clean. And when the swelling goes down, take him to Dr. Gillespie. All right?
Hiccup a tea, Maho.
No. But thank you.
Hi, Simeon.
Hey, Huya.
Well, this was the break 2 months ago. And this is now. As you can see, it's mending quite well. You're lucky you didn't get it infected. Another month and we'll get the plaster off.
Another month?
And several weeks after that before you're fully mobile.
But he'll be all right for shearing.
No, I'm afraid not. Try not to put too much weight on it. And tell your father I need to see him. Sooner rather than later.
Better if you drop him a note.
We don't see much of him these days.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hello, Simeon. Mr. McKenzie.
This is Mahana. How can we help?
Just flour and potatoes. Maybe some bacon.
And shoes. And will you be paying cash?
I thought we could put it on the account.
The thing is, you're already quite a long way in the red, and with Mr. Mahana still laid up, I don't...
Come on, Gloria.
Well, perhaps your grandfather will help you. Mr. McKenzie.
Where are you going?
I won't be long.
How we doing? Hey. Working hard or hardly working? Cheers. Good on you.
Excuse me, Mr. Collins.
Simeon,
You're a bit young to be in here, aren't you?
I'm here to speak to you about the shearing this spring.
Yes, well, I'll be talking to your grandfather about that.
Better if you speak to me, sir. We're the ones that run your shed. Grandfather's gang will be doing the Wilkinsons.
Well, if you're saying your grandfather's having a manpower shortage, I might be looking to the Poatas.
My father will be ready for the spring, sir.
Okay, fair enough. You tell your father to come and see me when the plaster's off.
Thank you very much, sir.
Simeon. I know it's not much, but old Gilchrist up the road is good.
Where have you been?
The pub.
What?
Mr. Mackenzie said old man Gilchrist has some scrub cutting work.
Scrub gunning? Is that what we've come to?
Thanks.
Thank you. Oi, where's my cup of tea?
Nan! Nanny!
Oh, my muckle, I missed you.
Nanny!
Show me your hands, huh? You have a prickle. Oh, you need some of Nan's hunu then, eh? You guys all right? You getting through it? Oh, kapai. Oh, there too. Oh, mischief. And one for Mum. There you go.
Straight back. Straight back. Yep. All the way through. Did you want something?
I called on Collins about the spring contract. He said your family asked for it.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't you lie to me, Joshua.
Mahana Wana's so busy you can't work everywhere at once.
I'll decide who shares where.
Leave my dad alone.
You young pup.
We don't belong to you anymore. And neither does this land. Now get lost before I report you for trespass.
That bloody Parkhouse schooler, breeding toffee apple lawyers. What have they done to you?
You did it. You cast us out.
Which means you can't tell us what to do anymore.
Shouldn't have done that. You don't know what he's capable of.
He doesn't know what we're capable of. Sometimes you gotta fall down to know where you stand. Jimmy Stewart said that. I think we should enter the Golden Shears.
Mahana one.
Why are you doing this, Joshua? Family don't compete against family.
Really? Then show me where it says that.
What are you going to call yourself?
Put us down as Mahana too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Golden Shears semi-final in Gisborne, the crowd is going wild for a team of rank outsiders called Mahana 2, who are giving the reigning champions a run for their money. This Josh Mahana, now he knows his way around a sheep.
Josh Mahana and his team have certainly got this Gisborne crowd well excited, Stan, but they've got the work cut out for them, taking on the Christies.
I remember when Walter Christie and Harry Climo were unbeatable, but these Maori boys seem to be taking them to the cleaners. This Mahana team have come out of nowhere to be shearing at this level. I don't know about you, Clary, but this is a great day. What do you think?
Well, Dan, I reckon every day above ground's a good day, but no, I agree with you. It's always great for the locals when the underdogs are battling the record holders.
It looks like they've done it. We'll have to wait for the final score, but I'm pretty sure Mahana 2 have beaten the Christies and sent them back to the woolshed and a Hessian badge.
This Mahana win has certainly put the cat among the pigeons.
Well, that's for sure, Clary. I reckon old man Christie will be having a few words to his boys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's an exciting final we're headed towards. Got any tips for our listeners, Stan?
I got a couple of tips for you, Clary. Don't mow your lawns in the wet, never hang mints on a hook, and always grease your fly from the bottom up.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the final contestants for the semi-final round with the Puatas. And Mahana 1, come to the shearing stage, please.
This is an old rivalry, Stan. There's no love lost between these two gun shearers.
OK, let's get on with it, Clary. Judges, are you ready?
Timekeepers?
OK, competitors. Go!
Well, we promised you a titanic struggle, ladies and gentlemen, and look at these teams go.
This great shearing family pushing each other to the limit. There are 47 million sheep in New Zealand and they all need shearing.
Who would you bet on?
If you had any money, Mahana won by a whisker.
And then it would be us against them?
Aye. And it'll be us against them.
Look at that Caesar Poada. Fastest individual shearer last year, and Matthew Mahana matching him blow for blow.
Don't let him kick, son. Don't let him kick.
Both these families and supporters cheering them on.
Give me turn up, Matthew.
You know, as long as the sky is blue, the grass is green, we'll always have these teams here to show us what good shearing is.
Still your goal, Matthew. Go, Caesar. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, let's go.
Hello, Matthew Mahana's been distracted by something in the audience. Ah, gentlemen, take a tumble.
Honey, Hannah, tell me what's wrong.
Seems to be okay, though. For a distraction like that can cost precious seconds. I can tell you, Clara, that if you take your eye off the ball in this contest, you get to lose valuable time that can never be regained.
The Puatas have nailed it. It looks like they're through to the final. I can tell you that Matthew Mahana will not be a happy camper after losing that heat.
Oh, you're not wrong there, Clary.
Grandmother, are you all right? What's wrong with grandfather?
Cancer. Dr. Gillespie already told him. He had an examination. Says he's been passing blood for months. He'd never admit to weakness, of course. Not even to me.
Maybe that's because he loves you.
But I don't love him. I never have. He knows that.
He didn't snatch you from the church?
No. All of that happened months before I got to the church.
What happened?
The house at B Meadow was built for me by Rupeni Poata. We planned to live there together. But then your grandfather had other ideas. That's how I became pregnant with Machu. Afterwards, the elders made us marry. That's how it was then. Then the story was told that Mahana had somehow rescued me.
Why didn't you run away?
Go where? Pregnant. Alone. So Rupene went off to war, looking to forget. Maybe looking to be killed. And I bore your grandfather. 5 children, each one binding me tighter to him. You remind me of him sometimes.
Of grandfather?
The way you never let go.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for the Poverty Bay Grand Final.
Oh, that's you, isn't it? Oh, haere. Kai huri au ia koe whai atu ana. Haere.
Can we have both teams to the stand, please? That's the Puatas and Mahana 2.
Well, here are the Poatas gang, led by Caesar Poata, the fastest individual shearer 2 years running.
And Mahana 2, the newcomers, who won their heat with an impressive time of 7 minutes and 10 seconds.
All right, Clary, let's get the ball rolling. Judges, timekeepers, are you ready?
Gisborne, are you ready?
Say the word, Clary.
Competitors, go!
Excellent technical skills from young Simeon Mahana, and I think it's fair to say his father taught him well.
Look at that superb work from Joshua Mahana in the long blow.
Unbelievable technique from Mahana too. These shearers are a joy to watch. The all-powerful Poatas still slightly ahead. There's still anybody's to win because anything can happen.
Look at Caesar Puata go. He's like a well-oiled machine.
You. Take me out.
No.
Solo.
What time do we have, Sam?
6 minutes. Both of these teams are still in the running to beat the 7 minutes.
Come on, Simeon! Go, Simeon! It's a breakneck race to the finish as these two teams pour everything they've got into the last few seconds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Caesar Puata has finished first. I hate to say it, but there is no stopping this team.
Well, Clary, we'll have to wait for the judge's decision, but it looks like the Poatas have done it. Oh, a terrific effort by Mahana too, the newcomers, and the crowd clearly impressed by their appearance at their first Golden Shears.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a warm Poverty Bay welcome to Mr. Mervyn Williams of the New Zealand Wool Board.
Thank you. Thank you. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, what a final round. Mahana 2 in their first year of competition, taking the fight to the reigning champs. So, without further ado, the award for the fastest individual shearer goes to Caesar Poata. Speed isn't everything, however. The judges take many things into account. Rough handling, cuts, wool left on the sheep. They're also looking for exceptional technique and flawless shearing. So for that reason, and adding in the penalty points, Golden Shears Award for the best shearing team this year goes to Mahana 2, Gisborne, East Coast and Property Bays District. The leader of the Mahana team, Joshua Mahana, to accept the award. Congratulations.
Firstly, I'd like to thank my wife, who has stood by me through thick and thin. I'd like to thank my son, who persuaded us to enter into this competition. And lastly, I want to dedicate this to my father, Tamihana Mahana. And I know that this will mean a lot to him. Kia ora.
Brought to you by Muir's Bookshop in Gladstone Road. In a surprise finish to the Golden Shears Regional Finals, a team of newcomers led by Joshua Mahana has won the grand prize and put Gisborne shearing well and
Do you hear
truly
that, Pop?
on the map. In other sports news,
Joshua's team won. Hey, we did it.
How close are we?
It's almost over.
Hey, Mum, how much did we win?
£250.
Hey, what happened to Grandfather?
He was just a little bit tired, I think, darling.
Yeah, thanks, Doc. I really appreciate it. Give us a call in the morning, all right?
Me, my darling. Right?
Hey, darling.
Cancer of the bowel.
Doctor gave him something for the pain. There's nothing to be done. The cancer's all through him.
You might lose him tonight, brother.
What are you hanging around for?
We're taking it in turns. Someone has to sit with you.
I was born without your help. I can die without your help. But if you're waiting for my forgiveness, you'll have a long wait.
The place you're going to, it's God's forgiveness I'd worry about.
Come here. Closer. Drop your trousers.
What?
Drop your trousers. What are you afraid of?
I'm not afraid of you.
You think you've got the balls to hold this family together? Huh?
I'll learn.
It was you who went to Collins for the shearing contract. was a smart move. I would have done the same. You did it for your family. Good. A man fights for his family, Simeon, or he's nothing. The drawer is a Bible.
You want me to read to you?
You deal with it.
Whero tarako nui a Mahana. Kiraro, kiraro, tukuiho kiraro. Hana ngā tanga ngā rauwhero. Ara te mana karawai o ngā toa rangatira. Haere, haere, haere. He ngā uri eke, o ngā rangatira tapu a ngā waka katoa. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Kai wana ki tānei tuku! Kai wana ki tānā tuku! Kātu! Kau! Ka matara! Koru wau moko! Hangongorona! Iyo! Oh! Oh!
Do something, Matsu.
Come on! Come on! Hey! 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 Ha!
You old bastard. I prayed for years to see you in your coffin. The whole of the East Coast rejoices that you are dead. Now I can't wait to see you buried. You cast too long a shadow. Take it with you, and leave us in the sun.
What if we let them in here? Turi turi, hey? Te whakahihi hoki, hey? Tripling on our mana!
Patua rātou!
Whakarongo mai koutou katoa. You want to know why Rupini hates grandfather? Well, maybe now's the time to discuss it. Before he died, grandfather gave me this letter. It's an agreement with grandmother from years ago. She agreed to marry him because he had forced himself upon her and got her pregnant. She was promised to Rupini. A promise she never gave up.
Korero, Korero. I need to talk to your mother. Get lost! And take you and your bloody Uri with you. You take your hands off me, Machu Mahana. I'm not too old to punch your lights out. Get right.
What have you done? What were you thinking?
Someone has to take grandmother's part in this.
This isn't about your grandmother. Has everybody forgotten who just died here?
She loves Rupini.
She's 60 years old, Simeon. How can she be in love with anyone? Gertie!
We are here to honor Tamihana Mahana, Arangatira. Let her be honored with truth, not lies. Simeon is right. Now is the time for plain speaking. Some of you were there on the day when I was told that I must marry Tamihana Mahana, and you all know what sorrow it caused me then. But many good things came out of it. Including all of you. I promised to stay loyal until the day that death should us part. I will play the role of the mourning wife. But then I am free to live my own life. Eri pini puata. Haere mai. Muria mai tō whānau kia mau te rongo.
My love for you will never die. Never.
I know mine.
Nice work. Took guts to stand up there.
It's funny. Sort of miss the old bugger now.
Kind of amazing, don't you think? That you can still be in love with someone at their age.
Not really.
Want to come to the movies?
Who's in it?
Elvis.
Sure. Is Van Heflin in it?
No. But Richard Jekyll is.
Who made it?
Don Siegel.
Oh, great. Didn't he make Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie.
How can there be a song without the music? How can there be a wave without the sea? The lightning needs the thunder as a speaking voice. Oh yeah. And I must have you for the life of me. How can there be a baby with no crying? A future with no past can never be. A hummingbird can't live unless it's free to fly. Oh, yeah. And I must have you for the life of me. I know that sunshine follows rain. I know that pleasure follows pain. And I know that I must have you somehow. Every ship waits for the crew, and every rose waits for the dew. But I need you right now. How can there be an end with no beginning? So run to me, I'm waiting helplessly. And break these shackles of impatience. Oh, make me live, oh yeah. For I must have you for the life of me.
Hoki mai ka ke